welcome to Cooking with Deb. And today we're going to do a creamy garlic pork chop. And I dried my pork chops off. I just patted them dry, and we're going to salt and pepper them. If I can even get a hit thing. And we're going to flip them. I did dry them, but they're still a little. But we're going to pepper them. Salt them. I'm going to add some garlic powder to them. Mine's like hard as a rock right now. I'm going to kind of smash my garlic powder into them. Rub it in a little bit. I'm going to flip them and add garlic to this side. The humidity's killing my spices. As hot as it was this year, summer. I'm just going to add some garlic to it. We're going to pat it in. Okay, and then we're going to let these rest for like about 5 minutes. We're going to let them rest and let them soak in that flavor. And then we're going to fry them up with about a little bit of butter and olive oil. And we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back, and we're going to sear this on both sides. That means like brown it on both sides. Just keep it on there. Brown it real good on both sides. And get this all browned up, and then we'll be back to start our other part. Okay, we're back, and I turned my fire down a little bit. I'm going to pull my pork chops off and let them sit on a plate. And then in our pan, we're going to add a little bit of more butter. Not much. I get a teaspoon. Soft butter. Whatever butter you want. Okay, I'm going to get that going, and then I'm going to add my garlic. That's be like 2 tablespoons of garlic, but I'm just going to pour the rest of my garlic in here that I have. It's almost empty, so I'm going to buy more garlic. I go through a lot of garlic. And we'll let this cook a little bit. Get this garlic cooked in a little bit. Okay, we browned our garlic a little bit. Let it going. We're going to do a half a teaspoon of lemon juice in here. I'm going to overdo it. Get that going. Okay, and then we're going to put a teaspoon of flour in here. And we're going to thicken this up like a roux. Let me get that spatula or something there. And hopefully that's enough. We might need a little more flour. Yeah, a little bit more. I'm doing it all together, but 2 teaspoons. Yeah, I shouldn't do it, I think. I have to thicken it up just a little bit. Make it sort of like a roux. Not quite thick enough, but. Okay, we're going to go with 2.5 teaspoons. Depends on how much butter you put in. It's really. That's about what it is. How much butter you put in. And olive oil. That's good enough for me. Okay, then we're going to add our chicken broth. which I need, what should I think? I'm going to do, I don't know, about a half cup chicken broth or so. About a half cup. That's me. And then we're going to do some heavy whipping cream. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in there because I don't want to overdo it. I don't need a ton of broth. So, get that going. Thickened up a little bit and suckled off the bottom. You put a little bit of parsley in here if you want. You can do fresh or some ground, it doesn't matter. Now if you want to season this, you can add a little bit of pepper to this. And a little bit of salt. As we let this cook down just a wee little bit before we add our pork chops. It's boiling pretty good. I just want to get the flavors combined. And I get the stuff off the bottom of the pan, which it's doing. Looking pretty good. Now I'm going to add my pork chops. I have 3, but you can do 3 or 4 or how many you want. It's pretty good. I'm going to turn this down and let this simmer for a little bit to soak up some flavors. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Hi, we're back. I tasted the broth and it's really garlicky. I'm just adding a little bit more pepper to it and maybe a little bit more salt. It's not bad. You gotta really like garlic. But I might add a little bit of onion powder to mine because I like some onion powder in there. It's not bad. You can also add Italian seasoning if you wanted to. You can just take this recipe and change it up even. But it's cooking down. Trying to simmer my pork chops and get them more tender inside the broth. I might do this another 15 minutes or so and let them cook a little bit longer. Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and we'll see you at the end. See, I even added a baked potato and added some of the broth to the baked potato with some butter. Or you can put sour cream too. Oh, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.